They said India is on the brink of collapse. They said inflation, recession will eat up the Indian economy. India is over. Modi's policies have run the Indian economy to the ground. What is the fact? The World Bank says it is improving India's growth forecast from 6.4 to almost 7%, 6.9%. Does the Doomsday Brigade have anything to say in response? Let's debate.
The Indian economy is taking the world by storm.
India has built resilience through good policies, through good fiscal policy, through good monetary policy. So you have a fiscal come inflation environment that is benign enough to not to be damaging for growth. And India has also put in place a number of measures that will help going forward.
The World Bank has revised India's GDP growth forecast to 6.9% from the earlier estimate of 6.5%.
Domestic economy quite strong thi. Consumption, private consumption और investment के numbers जो थे वो quite strong थे. और जो slowdown हम expect कर रहे थे global economy में वो जितना ज़्यादा हम expect कर रहे थे वो इतना हुआ नहीं. तो जो impact है India पे वो थोड़ा कम हुआ है. इसलिए हमने upgrade करा है हमारा forecast और Indian economy resilient भी बहुत है.
Nations like Germany are praising India as a role model economy.
India is a role model for many other countries across the globe. Germany is India's biggest trading partner in the EU, and with this agreement we are setting the tracks to further intensifying our economic relations in the future.
This is India's decade.
Almost certainly will be the third largest economy in the world. Our human resources by 2030 in a knowledge economy, in a world which is dominated by artificial intelligence, our human resources will be much more critical for the global economy.
But the Doomsday Brigade that prophesied a demise of the Indian economy and crisis-like situation has gone into hiding. India is set for superpowerdom. Let's debate.
Okay, Bachu Srinivas of the TRS, Nilanjan Das. I see Rama Subramaniam there from Chennai, political analyst, Vijay Sardana, market expert, and I see Lokesh Jindal there. My first question is to Dr. Syed Zafar Islam, and we can open this up. This is becoming a part of a trend, but your critics say, Zafar, that Morgan Stanley can say India is doing good, but people of India are not saying so. I mean, this is the argument. They say it doesn't matter whether we become the third largest economy by 2030. Nothing matters. It doesn't matter our manufacturing is going up. It doesn't matter Apple is moving to India. They say the story, the way they look at it, is not good enough. And I know what Lokesh will say today, so I'm preempting that. He says all of these numbers amount to nothing for the people of India. Zafar.
Well, Arnab, let me tell you that there is a bunch of people. They are in a good position, influential position. They have enjoyed the position earlier. They are the one who will criticize the Indian economy. But those people who understand the economy well, those who are exposed to the market, those who are exposed to the global economy, will always say one thing, that Indian government has taken the right call, the right policy decision, the right kind of structural reform they have undertaken, and somebody who has been able to take that kind of decision is the Honorable Prime Minister, who understood what is important for the country, and no matter how difficult the decision
Sir,
was.
stop this bootlicking and come with facts so as to support what you are saying.
It was good for the country.
As per the personal banking data, the manufacturing sector,
sorry, but
it has shrunk, and the entire loan that is being given,
it
is being given for personal consumption.
So I don't know what kind of Can I just...
The RBI has pointed out that the percentage of loans forwarded...
No, don't speak like a foolish man.
Lokesh, may I request you? I am going to allow you. There's no need for this. There's no need for this, and it's not fair of you to call Zafar, a bootlicker at the start when he's representing his party officially on the program. I'm not calling you a name.
The economy is doing exceedingly well.
Yeah, go on. And he's making a detailed economic point, Lokesh.
Well,
Please not.
Arnab, see, I just want to have a civilized debate, because we are not doing a tutu meme of a political debate. It's a purely on debate on economy. Everyone understands that Indian economy is doing well. All the parameters, if you say the Indian economy, macroeconomic parameters, Indian economy is doing very well. Everyone acknowledges that. You see the World Bank record, you will see the IMF report, you see all the shops which is on the street, they have published report. Everyone suggests that the structural reform which had been undertaken by India in 2017, 2018 had slowed down the economy, which was so evident for 4 quarters in 2020 after. But it has,
okay, I think Nilanjan's wanting to come in, Zafar. I think Nilanjan's wanting to come in, Zafar. I'm allowing him. I'm allowing him.
What is the PMI manufacturing?
No, I know you have a lot of stats. You know, no. Listen. By the way, one minute.
PMI and service.
One minute. I know, Zafar, you're good at this. I know you worked for a global bank before joining politics. But just 1 second, Zafar. Allow the others to come in. Allow them to hit you, and then you can hit back. Go on, Nilanjan. Go on. Nilanjan, you got to be real, okay? By the way, I don't know.
Yes,
I feel very proud.
I welcome.
I feel very proud.
Yes, I am proud. I thank God. Arnab, I thank God that we are moving towards the path of recovery.
Why can't you thank the government also?
No. This government always attributes all its failures to, they call it acts of God, right? So let us also attribute this achievement, so-called achievement of jumping by 0.04% to the God. This is point number one.
Why are you underplaying
point number two,
Why are you underplaying it?
Please let me finish.
Why are you trying to underplay it?
No, I'm not trying to underplay.
Of course you're underplaying it. I'll get Vivek, Mr. Sardana on the other side.
Of course not.
Jumping by what number?
Arnab, let me come to my second point. Arnab, let me come to my second point. This BJP, this government, they do not agree to any international other global reports. They don't agree to the hunger index. They don't agree to the democratic index.
What does the high frequency data suggest? What is the PMI manufacturing PMI? What is the services PMI?
These are issues that do not interest the public. They are not getting
let's
their
talk about economy. Don't give your analysis. Talk about the numbers. I want to talk about the numbers.
Sir, can I give you the numbers?
Unemployment has reached a 45-year high.
1 minute.
Sir, can I
what
give
is
you
the unemployment rate? What is the unemployment rate? It's better than what we had. What we had pre-COVID level. It has improved.
Just 1 minute.
Let's talk about the absolute
momentum in manufacturing space. We are with momentum in our economy. Lot of momentum in an economy, and you will see lot of companies setting up shop here. You will have both blue collar job, white collar job. You will have unlimited job opportunities in India.
Viewers, I want to.
You had thrown the Indian economy.
1 minute.
I think
Just,
you do not understand.
Can I, Nilanjan, 1 minute. Zafar, 1 minute. Nilanjan, I want to say one thing to you. Please let us see. See, at one point.
If you don't understand the economy, don't speak. Come on some other debate, political debate, but not on issue which does not require tutu meme.
No, can I just request you 1 minute, please, Nilanjan? I'm trying to get everyone in. We have Vijay Sardana, who's a market expert economist, and we have Rama Subramaniam, and I want to say one thing. Viewers, there are a lot of people who will tell you that these numbers, and I'd like to get Bachu Srinivas and Rama Subramaniam on the right, please. There are a lot of people, viewers, who will tell you that these numbers don't matter to you. And I want to tell you these numbers matter to you. There are people who will tell you, that if India's manufacturing goes up, it doesn't matter. And I want to tell you, viewers, I'm not an incrementalist. This is what is happening in India is not incremental. We are going through hockey stick growth compared to the global economy. Our manufacturing worth is rising, Rama, to $1.4 trillion. The Americans are standing up. The Chinese don't know what's hitting them. The manufacturing share of GDP is set to rise to 21% in a decade, from the 447 billion to 1.4 trillion. Bachu and Rama, remember what the Prime Minister said on 15th August. Single point agenda, he said we have to become a developed economy. You know, Rama, You know, when our manufacturing goes up to 1.4 trillion, you think jobs will not be created, private sector won't happen, roads won't be created around it? Can you actually say that? Rama, over to you.
I'm just talking about as of now. World Bank has given the report. The first point I would like to make a mention is the unemployment, which was talked about by the gentleman from BJP.
Zafar is his name.
Unemployment as of now is, I am talking about the figures as of now. I am not talking about the future. Yes, the future of India is definitely going to be very successful. I want to make it very clear. We are on the path of recovery.
No, the future is linked to the present, Rama. How do you delink the future from the present? Are you saying the future is that all the structural reforms, all the changes that have been brought in by the Modi government have nothing to do with it? Do you think we are automatically going to surpass Germany and Japan by 2030? Do you think it's happening automatically? Come on, don't delink the future from the present. I don't understand. The future is linked to what...
I would like to make a mention. See, first I started with the first point, that is unemployment. Today, unemployment is as of now 8%. Which is definitely alarming. The urban unemployment is something like 8.9%. This is a data I am giving from the CMI. Please allow me to continue. Please allow me to continue. The rural unemployment is also something like 7.55%. This is certainly not a good development. If you develop without employment, then it is a haphazard growth. That is what I want to mention. This is what is happening for the past several 2 years, and that is continuing. That is 1.6.
Can I just come in, please?
Sir, I want Mr. Sardana to respond once, but today, viewers, I want to tell you all that you have been told by some people is wrong. I'm telling you, viewers, Raghuram Rajan was completely wrong. Raghuram Rajan was comparing India to Sri Lanka. Never forget that, viewers. Raghuram Rajan was comparing. No, 1 minute, let me speak. Let me speak. You make demigods of these people, and when they are wrong, I will come on television and say they are wrong. He was comparing India to Sri Lanka in August, saying we should be worrying about the economic condition of minorities. Today, Raghuram Rajan, the World Bank says the fiscal space has been improving with both the deficit and the public debt declining, which was the biggest problem with Sri Lanka. How could you ever compare India to Sri Lanka? Every forecast is for India. Every forecast. Our economy, according to Morgan Stanley, will be doubling by 2031. You think it's a small thing? Mr. Sardana, an economy of a country doubling. I want anyone to go to London today, see the British economy. See the British economy, see the cost of living crisis. And then come to India, fly from Heathrow to Delhi and tell me who's doing better and who's well. The problem with you, Mr. Rama, is that you will still say the British are doing better. I don't understand. Why don't you put us? Why are you so negative, sir? 1 minute, Mr. Sardana is on the debate. Mr. Sardana, I get in.
I am not comparing India with.
So you do have to compare. You must compare.
No, that is a different cup of.
Why different? We are part of the world. We're doing brilliantly. The world is not.
No.
I don't know, sir.
Europe is.
Arnab, he will not come.
Opening up to Mr. Sardana right now, please.
Compared to United Kingdom, that's why he doesn't want to compare. Had India been not doing well compared to UK, then perhaps he would have definitely compared Indian economy with the UK economy.
No.
Arnab, can I come in now?
Yeah, Mr. Dana.
The world is acknowledging.
Bachu, I'm coming to you in a minute. Bachu Srinivas, I'm coming to you in a minute. Sardana's turn. Mr. Sardana. Mr. Sardana. Vijay Sardana on the debate. Vijay.
I think all panelists should respect other... I think other panelists should respect the time for others also. I think we should respect the others' time as well, instead of jumping in every debate. See, my request is that, first of all, whoever is looking at India must look at that we are talking of an economy of 1.4 billion people. And the way we are looking at, I think people, those who have not seen what is happening on ground level in India, must go and see. You will be proud of what India is up to. Go to the centers where people are working on innovations, working on startups, and you will see that the level of development which India will see is unprecedented. So simply looking into studios is not going to help you move out and see what is happening on ground. World Bank reduced our growth rate because of three factors. Because of crisis in the economy is the full import of crude oil. Second, because of that inflationary pressure, interest rate was going up. And good part is that all these three factors are under control. That is why you will see that growth of Indian economy will be far better than 2022. Inflation will be under control. Fuel prices will be under control. Interest rate will be under control. This will reduce the fiscal deficit. And best part is that we are not export dependent economy like China.
No, I say, Mr. Sardana, and hear me, Bachu, let us learn to be proud. Bachu Srinivas, be proud. Be proud of what we are doing today. Because in my entire life, I haven't seen such a determined effort to take us to economic superpowerdom.
Mr. Arnab.
Yes, Bachu Srinivas, the spokesperson of the TRS. He's joining us from Hyderabad. Yes.
We will be a 5
One
trillion
word I would like to speak. Let me speak one word.
Go on.
Let me speak one word. What was the unemployment in 2014 and what is the unemployment today? And where the BJP government promises, they promised how many crores of jobs. Listen. You kindly listen. You just wait. No, you have spoken. No, you have spoken a lot of things and you have given a lot of
This is only Zafar and Bachu right now on the debate. Just one versus one. Only Zafar and Bachu, please.
2 crore job in government job, then you have badly mistaken.
Only Zafar and Bachu on the debate, please. I request you.
Kindly wait 2 words. I want to ask you one question. There is a growth in GDP in Indian economy.
Unfair to somebody is making this kind of observation that 2 crore jobs needs to be created. Enough number of jobs have been created,
no,
but not in
what
government.
Is the percentage
government
of
jobs
unemployment today?
But in private space, just go and see the IPS number. Just go and see the IPS number.
Actually, who told this GDP?
Naukri.com. You see the Naukri.com. You see all the other parameters. You'll see that job is growing and unemployment rate is coming off.
I would like to remember you one
no,
thing.
I don't know what your assessment. I don't know what from where you are digging those statistics.
Okay. Zafar, wait a minute. Let him complete. Zafar, let him complete. Zafar, let him complete. Please, thank you. Yeah, Bachu, complete.
Who is the person that forecasted that it is going to be increased? What is his name? What are the bases that it is going to be increased? How many industries are established in India so far? How many jobs have given?
Okay, I'll tell you. Since you are asking for something, you must give me opportunity to respond to. 1 minute, Zafar. Zafar, there's a serious point here. When I said to you, sir, that be proud, I really meant it. And if I can have everyone on, I want to explain this. I say to you viewers today, can we have 2 versus 2? I say to you viewers today, let us learn to be proud. And people say, what are you being proud for? I say be proud that we are emerging as an alternative for product design and manufacturing semiconductors. The industry did not even exist in India 10 years back. I say be proud that we are now a major hub for iPhones outside of China. We currently account for over 5% of total iPhone manufacturing. I say be proud. I say be proud that India's entrepreneurs in 2021 created more than 40 unicorns. I say learn to be proud that we had FDI inflows which went up 20-fold in the last 20 years. Record inflow is 83 billion. You are not being proud. Are you proud, for example, are you proud, Lokesh, that we achieved exports of defense items and technology worth 13,000 crore rupees, a substantial rise in defense exports? All the Congress governments did was do defense imports, and I won't tell you what they did with some defense imports and who took what cuts. You should be proud. You've forgotten to be proud. Are you proud? We are the biggest, don't interrupt me. We are the biggest funder of agri-food tech innovation in the APAC region, crossing China. But you don't feel proud when I tell you these things. You'll just do this. You don't feel proud.
Because I have a reason for this. You please
Only
answer
the Bharat
my
Todo
question.
Yatra makes you proud.
You just answer my question. Let's talk economics now.
No,
Let's
there
do
is no.
politics.
I've given you an economic reply.
You
sir.
answer my question, and I will side by you. I'll support everything, whatever you say. Now, as per the RBI data, when we talk about the financial sector, there is a shrinking of manufacturing production loan that is taking place since a decade.
Oh God!
The entire
Don't say
financial sector
manufacturing.
is embarking upon personal loans.
Oh God,
Please let me
this
complete.
is what
Please
your
let me complete.
understanding is.
The entire economy
This is what your
is a
understanding
demand-driven economy, and these
कुछ
personal
भी class
consumption
5
are being
economics
fulfilled
पढ़ के आप
by
you
the
say
import.
you read five
Now,
class
we
5
see the
economics. You are telling me
monetary
demand
policy
and supply
just
driven
as
economics. I don't know what to do.
That although the food and the fuel inflation has reduced, but the core inflation remains high. The point
कहाँ से
is,
पढ़
when
रहे
you
हो?
are having a high inflation and the manufacturing sector is having a lower financial outlay, when the loans are being distributed less, there is a slowdown in the manufacturing sector. Where are you going to where are you going to get the goods that are being demanded for?
Okay,
There is going to be more and more inflation in time to come.
Okay.
The point is, although the World Bank has stated that there is going to be a 6.9% growth rate, but previously the growth rate that was projected was around 8.7%. So effectively, from last year, from 8.7%, then the growth has been slowed down to 6.9%.
Oh God, last year's growth was based upon the COVID year's base. Don't you understand?
It's not about COVID year. The point is, it
oh God,
have increased relatively quarter by quarter. If you consider June to September,
you are shocking me. You are shocking me. I'm getting an electric shock every time you speak.
We are in a slowdown. You are getting shocks because I'm telling you.
Okay, Zafar is responding. It's crazy.
Rebut me on these economic facts.
Okay, quick. Should we close?
Let me now.
10 seconds. 10 seconds, Zafar.
Let me
Got to
respond.
close, Zafar.
When you are talking about manufacturing.
Other economics of republic don't work because we can't. We have
you
to carry
must
the
also
ads.
understand what is the PMI. If had it been slowed down, the PMI
Sir,
would not
PMI
have been
55 per hai abhi. PMI 55 per hai. It is driven by the services sector. Manufacturing
ladies
sector.
And gentlemen,
and the services sector is already on 55. That only suggests there is enough economic activity, there is enough manufacturing activity in the system.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and that's it.
About the loan is not the parameter, it's the PMI, whether there is.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's it on the debate this evening. I'm very upbeat about India. How are you feeling about it? And remember, viewers, early in the morning on the 8th, we'll bring you the results, fastest results, quickest results, best results, fantastic coverage of Gujarat and Himachal. That's coming on 8th. And I'll see you soon. Good night and goodbye.